Hey, so here we are starting the second video on UAPs, L-E-N-E-T-E, um, celestial beings. Um, I ended up, I thought I would start reading the article in the last video, but in the end, I ended up putting in context a bit the conversation around the UAPs, what has been done, why it has been done like this, and so on, like the context, what which type of information you have encountered, most likely, and so on, like the mental model, the mental frame, how you think about UAPs. I approach that first to be able to reflect to refresh the knowledge that you have on the matter with more ease. Like just building awareness around what has been going on superficially around the topic. And right now, I can with more in a safer manner, I can start talking about what I have seen. Actually, because I don't talk about it, like it's another thing. I do not talk about it much, right? I never really describe what I have seen, how I have seen it too much, and those are important things because as well at the same time I have been framed as being schizophrenic. So I tend automatically to refrain to talk about events or stuff that are out of the scope of what's supposed to be real, right? What reality is supposed to be. And this is like heavy conditioning. And the thing is that like I never had um when I was framed and manipulated, tortured around the topic of schizophrenia, I was not um it was not linked to visuals. It's like it has always been linked to what I was hearing. Always. It's like was no confusion. And so now it's all about what I see, what's going on. So there is like I'm not getting confused in my mind, like, and I have been like deprogrammed as well, depatterned as well on the meta of what has been going on with the schizophrenia moment torture, because I had supposedly auditive hallucinations, but it was the technology, and even then it was not hallucinations that were just coming out of the blue. It was not like it was always sticked to what I was hearing in the background, like people. I was hearing people in the background, and what and how the information, the auditive information, when translated by my brain, I thought it was just transforming a way where I heard asshole all the time with a cue of anxiety that was triggered. So now like they've been using it as well to bring me more information. At the end it was a bit like it was different. It was not asshole all the time. It was like I didn't have like the torture anymore. It's like I was getting out of the of the pathology all of a sudden. It's like I wasn't schizophrenic anymore. It was like, oh yeah, I did it. It's like, oh, magic. He disappeared. No hallucinations. And it was just coming back from here and then, like very softly. But it changed as well. So I was thinking perhaps it's the pathology that is evolving, right? Because my subconscious evolved somehow. So it's communicating to me in different manner. Or no, this is what I thought. But like right now I know that it was just a way to diffuse as well the attack, to make it evolve, not to crystallize it in a certain way. And from there they picked up on that, and they used it back in France, but it was blended with it was different. It was the bird that I was hearing saying the same shit all the time. So then I was like, wait a minute. Perhaps it's just that I am a psychic. Perhaps it's just that I am a psychic, and that um, the current states of medicine categorize psychic abilities as a pathology, whereas it's not a pathology. It's just that I am a psychic, and because I am a psychic, potentially a psychic, then uh, I'm just wrongly being framed for what they do not investigate and research and build any type of palliative framework on. It's just a blind spot from the current state of analysis that is propagated by the doctors, right? But now you know that it's like, oh no, we didn't think about that. Oh, we cannot cure it. Oh, we did a mistake. Oh, you almost died. Oh, so sorry. Oh no. Okay, we didn't. I'm so sorry. Okay, we need to treat you better then. It's like it takes another view right now, right? Another perspective, other heights. Um, so then, yeah, so it was still all linked to what I was hearing and never to what I was actually seeing. It's like ketamine. Sometimes I had like a bit of what the fuck with the lights. um, I had like a couple of hallucinations as well when I was taking hallucinogenic thing, right? Um, so it's like, yeah, of course you see things, and even on LSD, I was not sometimes I didn't take it too much, uh, perhaps less than 10 times. That's for sure. That's for sure. Um, Perhaps 5 times, something like this. Not sure. I didn't navigate that space too much, like when your friend as being like to see like you're like okay. And the as well I had been tortured when I took LSD the first time properly. So I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna go back there. Um but I guess that I took LSD the first time as without me knowing it. I think that I didn't know that it was it. That it was like that I had a bit of it with the MDMA. I think. I think so that I had like a first layer that was given to me like in secret, so that I would have like a basis of solidity to then build upon like something that is normally like mind bending, but because like like it was already a layer that was placed, so I wouldn't have the other one like um, going too hard. And I was as well on my psyche that the trauma wouldn't take too deep. And at the same time, I was prepared. I met information telling me, preparing me mentally to taking the drug. Like I was like, okay, if it doesn't go well, uh, I know that I just have to embrace it and let it go. I just have to embrace it and let it go. Embrace it and let it go. No fear. It's like I can feel the fear, but like it just it's just a vision. It comes and go. It's okay. It's just a moment. This is the type of knowledge that was just shared to me so that I would like was not those words, was not that elaborated, but the idea was there. I was like, do not panic. That's okay. That's normal happens. So when it happened, it's like I was like, ooh, okay. Okay. Their faces in the bushes. And they were like, we are stuck. It looked like this bit like was a bit disastrous. I was like wait a minute. Whoa. Details. Wow. Right? And I was in a good motion then, I was embracing the darkness. It wasn't a good motion. I was like, oh hey, yeah, you see this? It's like it was just a little piece of wood. I was like, oh, you see there is the valley, and the thing was like, there's a valley, and people were like, oh yeah. I was bringing them in the trip. I was like, you see this as well? And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. That was funny. But then it was like a rejection. We want you out. And so it was like, what? And then it threw me off, and then I got prompted around the suicide motion, laugh. So I was like, okay, no more. I tried a little, like not too much. And I was like, no, I I've seen. This is, I don't want to go there anymore. Because I was confused as well. I didn't know at some point if I hallucinated, if it was like the truth. All right, but now now I know that it actually happened. It actually happened. And it was just to fuck me over. It was satanism. And this was it. Like I wouldn't understand why they would do that. I thought it was racism, right? And then I was like, no, actually this is not. This is now I'm like, no, actually this is most probably like I think this was the secret services. They've been commissioned and like perhaps it was like a group of satanists in the secret services and they done that and that's it. That's it, right? So, because I got stuck there, so it was a bit of an inferno, so it was prepared. Um, in the back of a truck, a white truck. Um, but somehow I knew what was up because like it happened as well that Elise had been tortured in the back of the truck already. So, but me, I was fine. So I had like the first thing I was like, oh okay, happened, and then like we were there with her, like she was saying like Zai was following her. She wouldn't talk too much to me, right? Or never talking too much in depth with me, never ever. I was quite superficial. So I wouldn't be there to help her bounce back up mentally. I was just like always in a good mood, always doing what I do. I had my trip. I had like my little baby stuff like this. I was like, yeah, this is the first time for me. Not pretended, just embracing the flow. And yeah, so it was an amazing experience, first experience. And then not for her personally, yes. Um and for me then what the fuck? Yeah, this space then was like, yeah, okay, I know what it is. It wasn't like not I don't know. It's like bad trip. I can get out of it. Like somehow it's like back trip and back on the track. I can get out of it. It's okay. But like still prompted with societal thing, like I want to escape the matrix. Now I'm still like I want to escape the matrix. It's like societal versus mission statements, and it's like there is both intertwined. And then now I'm like, I want to, I want no more of this mind control. I want no more of the matrix. And so it's like this was all like well thought through, right? It's like the attack was done, but at the same time was something else to help me bounce back up. So it's not been only right now that I have been prepared. It's like I have been prepared for what's happening right now. This is the point. Um, it's like people were plotting against me, but like was some layer of security as well put in place to help me bounce back up. This is the thing. Like I have never been alone. Truly, I have always been protected. Um, perhaps it was somehow unavoidable what was about to happen because of what I am, Celestial Prince. Um, but then, um, while some people are still like doing everything they could to make the way out, pave the way out, still, right? Because sometimes it's easier to go with the general motion, right, and then tweak it so that up you could help it. You could direct it in another direction once the bottom has been visited up above. This is how I do sometimes when I have someone with too much resistance. I'm like, on the view, I'm like, okay, what do you think? And then from their mental model is called, from the way they think, the model, in their mind, the mental model, like the framework from which the views that they have, the perception that they have, I visit their perception, and from there I'm like, okay, so this you believe, and so what do you think about then this type of belief? And then I open up the path, moving with them through their perception to where I want to them to arrive, what I want them to understand, exactly. And so, yeah, was that to so I was like, oh, so hallucinations, visual hallucinations. There, I had some, but like besides this, it's like I wasn't visiting too much like this type of drug, because of this experience. It's like after that, it was like 3 times maximum, and every time I was like bad tripping because I was a bit like prompted into this, and I always did it when I was a bit tired and didn't eat properly, and like the conditions were not the best. I don't know. Uh, but this is what it is. Um, so I had the thing all along with the Matrix. Um, I want to quit the Matrix, to quit the Matrix, but now it's not linked to quitting the Matrix, like going out of my body, but quitting the Matrix, like actually like the software, putting like which is actually in here, putting it off. you know, this is different because it was still linked to the preconcept of the narrative that was uh, linked to um, that was shared in the Matrix, right? The movies, because like somehow I have been taking the movie like very seriously. It's like the first time I have seen it, I was 6 years old, I think. There is something about the numbers. I was 6 years old, so it was like normally like people under 12 years old, they couldn't see the thing. Me, I was like 6, 7, I think, perhaps older, or no, 6, 7, I think. And I was going there. I was like, this is life. Somehow I was like, this is life. You're on the Matrix. And then like other people like taking back like this framework, like the Matrix, how and that. And so, like in the back of my head, I was like, there is actually something, there is another body of mine that is there, but in another dimension somehow, and here it's just an algorithm, you know? It's not true. It's not true what's happening here. And then you have like the parallel of it's not true, it's a deception. Then it's like Illuminati. This is what's going on. They just take you as resources. This is a another way of seeing it. They take you as energetical resources that can be discarded. This is all, right? And then you have like as I have gone a bit in this paranoia, and then the last matrix, the resurrection, it put me back in. Like it worked on my mental life framework to put me out of it. What I thought I had understood, because I was taking it like somehow like a little too serious. It's like I I thought it was plausible, to some extent, so I didn't detach myself from this perception. I still think that it's possible, right? And I was still thinking that it was possible at some point. Like there are stuff we don't know. So as long as you don't have proof of the contrary, it's a bit hard to tell to yourself, no, it's not happening actually. It's not real, right? It can be like so surreal, but you can be like still taking it seriously because it's actually plausible and freaking possible. And it could be like all real, all like that happening, and we wouldn't know it at all, right? So then it's like telling to your brain no. It's a bit hard because you don't have, like, you need to reason a bit about it. Then it's about your belief. It's about your belief. You need to work on your belief and to choose to believe something, one thing or the other. And then, like, the tech was as well, like, hammering my mind about my belief system, and I was like, and it was like my brain was like burning. I felt like some type of burn of pressure, and then I was like the anxiety and so on, and was like think this, think that, like all in so much like artificial tension all the time. So, I was just in it. I was just in it. I wasn't the belief. I wasn't the experience. I was thinking what I was thinking. But at the same time, in the back, like, like I'm so strong and elaborated about everything I think that, it was just like, okay, it's happening. It's happening right now. I need to go through it, and that's it. Point. Right. So I just need to embrace it and do my best to get out of it. This is what I have been trained for, basically. What I have been conditioned to do my entire life. This is what I have been doing my entire life. And so that was like just, and that still is like my default modus. I fall back into this, and I just go through the thing to get out of it. And so I do this. I experience like this fall back on the matrix, blah, because it's linked to the suicide as well. So they wanted me to suicide, so they had to bounce back into this. But like the thing is that in the last matrix, Neo is framed as someone with hallucinations. That he's not that exceptional. That he's not the one. That he's never been. That it's all in his head, right? And so then, like, you just like snap something out of you. It's like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, it's like the same for me. Yeah, I have been framed. Now I see it, because they use it in a way just to communicate with me at some point, just to interact with me. And it's like, it was the same type of interaction that I had close to me with people like commenting in, when I had, like, for instance, where they say no for the food, as the way when it was in the back was one and the same thing. So then I was like, this is the tech, or this is their manipulation, their torture. And then it's like, snap, this happened in the past. This was it. I already know it. I knew that people were hearing my thoughts at this point of time, but I had no clue how, why, who. And then I was like, okay, this is it. So I have never been schizophrenic. Never ever. It was all a plot. The same type of plot that want me to be in the streets right now and to be shamed for not having anything and fighting every freaking day for sharing the truth about my life, what's happening in my life, and getting just through it, just to and having to ask, like, everyone, like, if I could get a job with them, or if I could get food, like if I could sell my design and so on, was the same thing, one and the same thing. And now we arrive to the day of today, where you see that I have been somehow manipulated around one specific movie, which was embedded, which was a documentary, which is a documentary, because we're living in a deception as well, with some people like without emotion, machines. Somehow you can think about it like this, right? And like there was many parallels, and all the names that you find of the agents of the Matrix are Illuminati names. And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is it. And so it helped me just detach myself, like it's proof of the contrary. So it diffused this vision, right? Because I was also like, they used as well like this frame of analysis, of this perception, this world, this belief system, this perceptive belief system, so to say. Um, they used it to make me think that, to make me believe this is different, to make me believe, to with less resistance, that actually what was going on in the sky, that was just the Matrix that was progressively working out the details of what the outer space interaction could be. Like it was creating another world, because I was the one, because I am the one. Because I was thinking at some point, like this was a theory that I had in mind, that the Matrix might be working with the Illuminati to kill a certain amount of people each year, so that uh, the Matrix could remain alive. That was something that was in my mind at some point. I was like, oh, perhaps the Illuminati are killing people, some people, and nobody needs to know about it, um, because the Matrix needs a certain amount of people to be killed each year. Like there are some quotas that are to be fulfilled, and the um, Illuminati then are the people that the Matrix is privileging for doing this job, and they have to deceive the other part of the planet to acting in the secret, to keep to keep acting in the secret, so that uh, we would be able to keep the framework in place. I thought of this at some point. I don't talk about like this, like what's just a theory, you know but theory, like a thought experiment, right? I didn't take it too seriously. I was just like, this is possible, this is possible. It freaked me out a little, but I was like, this is possible. Okay, I need to move on, like, like the brain being like this. I need to manifest and my way out of your job, like I was intense. Today it's way better, but like back then I was supposed to they wanted me to suicide, Um so was this uh so to say, no, I won't frame it with pathologic words, even though I know them. So that was this vision, this framework of analysis, this perception. I didn't pick it up. I was like, oh my god, no. Nope. No, no, no. This is different. We are living something different. And I said no to myself. Boundaries. This is what it's for. Um and so yeah, I have seen so all that to say that okay, I got some crazy thoughts. Crazy thoughts. Um like out of the norm thoughts, right? Because out of the norm is like the same as crazy, uh, against our referential and current definition and use of the word. Um, but it's not that crazy. It's not that it's not insane. Just that it was there. I was tortured every day, so it could make sense. It's like It's like, why? You know, like at some point, your brain needs explanation, right? And so this was the plausible, not the plausible explanation. You know, like your brain at some point when it's too stressed out, it gets that. And as well, like I refrain from doing this too much because of having been stigmatized. You know, um, and so this was part of the point as well, to frame me as uh, megalomaniac. Me, it's like, what? I am megalo, and I was like, oh yeah, I have this vision of a world festival. I was like, this is megalo a bit, like ambition, megalomania. It's like that was just ambition. I was not taking it too seriously even. And it's like megalomania. It was not even about me, but me not knowing too much about the motion being like targeted on the meta as well. You know, like and pushed away from certain type of knowledge. I was like, oh yeah, wanting to build a festival that would keep the world united. This is megalomaniac, but it's different megalomaniac. It's like thinking that it would be saying that actually right now it sounds like megalomaniac, to be honest. But I wouldn't how to say it. I don't think that I would say that I would admit it if I was megalomaniac. You know what I mean? It's like it's not compulsive as well. It's like maniac. It's not compulsive that I need to always overinflate everything I do, overinflate who I am. It's like, I'm not telling you right now that here you see 100 diplomas and PhDs, right? It's not like that. It's just I'm not telling you that I had this trophy or this trophy. Like I'm not telling you that uh, that I have been singing on Pluto, stuff like that. But even that would be humble, considering what's going on and the information that I met. It's like I cannot be megalomaniac considering. So it's like they told me that I was from a royalty strand that is supposed to govern the entire universe or the entirety of the everything, and that there are some wars that I need to take care of apparently. So it's like I'm like, let I need to sort out what's up here first. He's like, wait a minute, it's a mess here. I don't want to say it's a mess, but it's getting organized. We're organized here. It's like, it's already. It's like, wait a minute, everything. It's like, what? Um, whereas someone will get a minute. Like I do. I'm like, it's like it just so abstract. It's like I'm like, okay, all right, I understand. I get the concept. I get it. So like, with all, I'm not crazy. I need to admit all that's going on. It's like I need to accept reality right now. It's like that would be delusional of me not to say that I that this is true. Actually, um, considering the crazy that has been going on, would be like delusional. So I accept reality. This is what's happening. As well, I'm feeling defensive right now. Right, I'm feeling defensive because of the state of mind that is put in in my mind. This is why I do not overextend on it as well because I have been sent. Like this is what's in the back of my mind right now. I have been sent to the psychiatric hospital on the basis of having a psychotic episode because someone did actually punch me. I was, it's like, okay. It was not even like on the alien talk and so on. It was like, oh yeah, you're being psychotic right now because there are indeed cameras everywhere in Paris. So, yeah. And this is the point as well, right? It's like, yeah, okay. It's like I feel like there is a hole here. It's like it's been broken. They didn't do anything about it. And it's like, oh, you're psychotic. And then like attached here. I didn't put the pictures. It's like I would put the pictures attached here and here. Like having to pee on a tube, that they give you or a plastic bag. So it's like right now I'm like this can be held against me. This is what is in the back of my head. So I'm like I've been pulling back and like stay grounded, right? Because yes, it is like you have someone, a rando on the internet telling you, "Oh, I am a celestial prince," blah. Like it does look like completely out of place. It is. That's it. It's like I have been like writing, like even writing like 2,000 pages on all that's going on, like 2,500 pages on all that's going on because of how hard they are just pushing back down to still fucking with my mind right now while they are like just I'm gonna tell you all I have seen. They are just super crazy. So this is the last thing I would do. The last one. And yeah, it does work to some extent to put me back into the state of don't say too much. Right? Which is what we've seen previously. Which is the point. You not to believe in that because like I am the reference point, like the ultimate reference point when it comes to UAPs right now. Like I am the reference, like the worldwide wide reference of the matter. Like they freaking told me everything. Yes. I was like am I like Boyolo? Am I supposed to do everything? And they were like, yep. Like they showed me like with stuff like a bit like I was like, okay. And right now I'm not really like I'm not on the megalomaniac modus being like you need to send me this amount of money so that I would show you more stuff because I am the freaking ooh la la. Like I'm not like hmm, I am all. I am me. You need to give me everything. I'm not like that. This is not who I am. Right? And this is who they are. Like they think that because they're born that everybody owes them something. Yeah, like I want to build my own stuff. Like just let me do this freaking thing. Like you're freaking stupid to get in my way. I'm just like, I need to do this. Let me do this. Stop getting in the way. And it's like I resist impossible things, but it's like I'm just doing what I do. Like I survived the impossible. I am doing the impossible right now, but I just do what I do. I do not have like the feedback. It's like it's so much, like so much is going on right now. I do not have, for now, I still do not have the distance to really be like, yes, okay, it's happening. I just see that it's a, and even this, like this is more concrete, like being the prince of the UK, of the Commonwealth, like the numerology of USA president, and it's like it looks like I'm up next. It's like even these, I'm like, wait a minute, how do I do this? Right? It's like every freaking day they're on my back. How do I freaking this? How do I freaking do this? Right? I'm not like, I'm not thinking that I am any better than any other person, right? It's like, yeah, I'm excellent. I am a genius. Yeah, okay, I can do a lot. But like, you're still a freaking human being, and I'm still a freaking human being in the end of the day. Like you have emotions, feelings. I have emotions, feelings. We want to do stuff with our lives, like every day, like we just, we poop, right? You go to pee. You have a computer too. I have a computer too, right? It's like I wake up, me as well. I sleep, like you have a human body. I have a human body. You have a brain. I have a brain. You know what I mean? It's like, why would I put yourself down? I do not want that. I want you to feel as good as possible. I don't know, like this is why it feels like we are not living on the same in the same world at all. We're not living on the same dimension. Like for me it's like I do not comprehend the way they operate. It's like now I do get it. Now it makes sense. Now I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, I get it. It's like, wow, they need meds. Okay, okay, and they want everybody else to be the crazy ones. Okay, all right, and they don't want anything above them because it has their ego and they cannot handle it, and so they have to kill to remain on top. Megalomania. Me, I'm like, this person is better than me. Oh, teach me. What do you, what are you saying now? And then perhaps it's gonna hurt the ego because I learn fast, because this is me. I'm used to be me, right? And so, but this is my role as well. It's like if I have to, this is normal that I would understand things quick. I need to get up fast, up to speed. Like there is so much information right there to catch up with, to catch it up with. I don't even know if I know everything at some point. At some point in time, I don't even know that. So yeah, all that to say, to come back to, I still didn't read anything. I still didn't tell you anything about the UAPs. But now we are going into the state of mind. Actually, the state of mind in which I currently am in my background. Why I do not speak about it too much. The amount of torture that I have been going through so that I will shut my mouth. Basically, this is what we are going through. There is the you part and there is the me part right now. My conditioning, my like the torture that's still going on, right? Because I'm still attacked every day. It still counts as torture. All of it. So, um, hmm, what did I say? what did I see? I'm still gonna be selective, about the information that I'm gonna release right now. It's quite obvious what's going on. It's super obvious. It's like nothing is really being hidden. But I still want to remain cautious. All right? I still want to remain cautious at this point in time. So the communication with them. Um, so there are the planes, for instance. The planes. Yesterday I have seen again like a plane being here in the sky, for instance, and then you hear the sound like coming from there. So there is a something that doesn't match. It's like you're supposed to have the sound, the source point of the sound, like being like matching with the plane. And once again, it was like just like as if it was a delay. So this is not what you like the regular thing that you can see, and it happened twice. I think it happened twice. I have seen only one plane. Like now they just put the sound. They don't put the planes anymore. In Barcelona was planes all the freaking time. All the freaking time. I still didn't check where the airplane was. The I think it did make sense somehow. But like on the coast was like planes all the time passing by. So it's like it's planes. Sometimes it was like a plane a bit like more like this instead of flying like this, was a bit like more like this, and then at some point we was like just rebending like this. Sometimes the plane was a bit like this, and then it was rebending like this. Like my eye can recognize a 0.000001% um, um, discrepancy, misalignment. It's like I am a UI designer, UX designer. I have started to to go about design when I was about 10, 11 years old, right? So yeah, okay, it does make sense what happened. Yeah, wait a minute. I was here. Yeah. Uh so yeah, so this it's like I would not it's like even if the plane is a bit like this, I would notice. It's like if it's not flat, I would notice. So this is what they've been playing on, like the slide changes. Um, like here I see that. Okay, it was spaceships. Like the way they were passing by behind the hotels, it, it didn't look like they were landing where at the airport. Was almost the same location, but that was not it. It's like I have seen like planes. It's like the plane. You see a plane like in the sky. Wait a minute, like bigger than this, like up that big, athlete, like bigger than this, like in the sky. You're like, it's not supposed to be that low. What the fuck? And I have not been the only one to notice, because like I was with just to diffuse the hallucination thing, just to ground over time what's going on. Like for instance, it happened once when I was with a group of kiddos in playing football. My celestial forces signaled them as commander in chief, as a group that will be with me going into space. How did they do that? With a yellow, with a pink, purple, and white airplane, like big like this, and that plane is like almost no sound, basically. Um, it's not basically. By the way, almost no sound. So you're like, okay, it's like, is it gonna land on the on the flat on the top floor or what? You know, like it's like it's very it's not allowed normally. And then you have a second one like this as well. It's like, yeah, okay, so this group right there, they're like them, you're gonna be working with them. It's like, okay, because what's this motion as well? The clear space, the intelligence world was showing me kiddos to select them or not. They were showing me a selection. What's this as well? Which was going on in the back. While I was not like, I was prompted all the time in, perhaps not, perhaps they're just playing you, right? That's a lot of effort to play me. So was there this, then was like the plane like being like 50 meters up. So, which crazy motherfucker, daddy fucker pilot would do that? If when they talk about UAPs, they can be fired, basically. Would you do that with the plane if it was like such a sensitive thing? You wanna keep your job, right? So was this, then at sometimes when I was looking at the star, then I would see like some type of uh like, if you are go on the internet and look at the energetic thing that you can see on the dollars, exactly the same type of stuff, same type of vibration was that doing like this, but like, like layers around you, like would be like this, like a fingerprint, but like just layers, like some whiter and some darker, and just like this, moving around. It wasn't even moving; it was just we're just present. And then it was me, like the way I was seeing, which was like transforming the field. So they gave me access to seeing this. Sometimes I saw some, as if a digital print pattern was in front of a layer in front of the thing, and I'm gonna take a as a proof of it. There is a page who tried to be the DIA, siphon the DIA. Having this as a logo. The print, it's an eye with the print. I hope it's still there. That'd be great. they are shit. It's been removed. Or is it just global intelligence? Global intelligence, industries intelligence. It's like they have been creating like so many things around GIA. Ah, here we go. Global Business Intelligence Agency. What the fuck? Global Security Agency. Global Intelligence Unit. What? Global Intelligence Agency. Who is this flaking fingers? Like they are just. It's like we are talking about extremely developed civilization. We are talking about that. Up. So I'm gonna post it on the article that you're gonna have access to. Up. Because the logo is an eye, so you can right. So this and there is as if it was a fingerprint, and it's because of this, because of what I have seen. This is where it comes from. Okay. So you see in the article right now, I'm saying this is not the GIA, the Global Intelligence Agency. Those are murderers. Oh. Like 371 followers. Serial killers there. Oh, but then there is a second account. Someone for the Gabon Global Intelligence Agency for 15 years. Yeah, whatever. What else? So this is it. I'm going to continue in the next video to right at the beginning to continue to describe what's going on. See you.